Okay, for the legs video, I choose that model on purpose, so we have different setup. The arms were actually contingent with the body because it was skin, so it had to be straight up anchored to it, attached basically by anchoring a polygon that is the same shape as the output of the torso two hand, basically, where two arm, where the shoulder is located. But sometimes you don't have to. Depending on the type of modeling you have. So in that second work right here, I am actually looking at, it's kind of a vase that is on top, so the legs are really under it, and I can just put them as a second mesh. I don't even need to attach it to it, and poke it in, and it works just fine. Okay, it's a different technique. I want to show you both of them, like that, depending on your mesh, but it works fine. Now you can see my legs don't have much. You guys, if you look from the side right here, oops, sorry. If you look at the side right here, you can see that, it's actually pretty simple. Alright, and that's part of the shoe right there, so it just come in basically. So let's do it. So as usual, make a box, and you can make a box right here, you can make a box right there. I'm gonna start right here because it's go all the way inside. Alright, right click, go to your material attribute, give it a new one. I'll do a Lambert for now, it's clothing. I'll change it, and I'm gonna make it different colors, so I can see difference. I'll make it fuchsia for now, and semi-transparent as usual. Okay, let me zoom in, and right away I'm gonna cut it. And I could have started with a cylinder, you guys, a polygon cylinder, but I like to cut, to limitate as much as possible the amount of faces, and I want to show you the tools every time. That's one of the reasons. So I'm going to do the insert edge loop and place one where I need to, right here, and obviously I'll place one right there so we can run it up. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my edges, so I go right here. First of all, let me make it object mode. Let me scale it this way for now. I gotta go right here just a second and adjust that to the proper size. And as you can see, it's already angled, and that will be tricky actually, a lot trickier than you think. Because of the angle and the shape of the object. I might angle it after I've done one side actually. I might do that. So let's look at it, and let me start reshaping first to the proper shape, and then I'm gonna round it up. Okay, so now I'll take the edges that I need to use for rounding up, and as you can see, as usual, this is always the outside edges, alright, that you use for rounding it up. It's pretty easy. So let's start with that one actually, those two right here. Right here. Scale them in to get a little bit of a rounder shape, and skim them in this way. Actually, we don't need to scale them that way. Just like that to get a little bit. And round it up this way. And also that way. And we could add, let's do it, add another loop. So we can add right here. Alright. And scale it rounded like that. Now, let me select that loop right here and rotate it already. Actually, not right now. Let me just start doing some extrusion first. because of the video software I used to capture, you guys. Sometimes it doesn't let me select properly the mesh because of the capturing system. So I'll extrude as usual. I'll go up. This is where my knee will be, so I can scale it like that for now. I'll do another extrude all the way here. Scale it to the proper shape. Extrude again all the way under and make it much bigger. Not too big that we actually get out of the mesh, but make sure it's under the mesh. Alright, and we can cut. Alright, first thing first, let's cut here by inserting an edge loop as usual. Let's run right here. Let's scale it right away. Let's move it in position. Oops, grab some vertex right here. Move them in position right here. We can cut one more time. So insert an edge loop. And let's just go to the vertex level right here. And let's see these. Not too bad actually. Bring that in for the finish of the back and the finish of the front. Alright, now let's start adding. I'm not gonna really worry about the other side. I know they're rounded because it would be too hard, too much of a pain to basically rotate it and so forth and deal with that for now. So let's just deal with it like that, get the proper shape, and then we'll deal by adjusting it properly. So I'm insert an edge loop right here, and I'm going in right away. Don't wait. Readjust right here. I'm going to need one right there. So right here, and do some readjustment. Let me add some more loop. Let me tweak them. I'll see you back in a minute. Alright, let me create the flop just like we did, and the diamond just like we did for the elbow, for the arm. So I'm going right here, and it's a cartoonish one, so it should be right there. Maybe just across. So let me select those faces. And I'm gonna go cut face tool, and the back should be pinched like, let me see, where is it gonna bend? It's gonna bend right there and right here. Let me see that. Right here or right there? It's gonna bend right there, sorry. So it's gonna bend right here pretty much. So front and rear. Cartoon characters are actually hard to make because of that. Due to well, they're not real, and when they're not real, that's what happens. It gets a lot harder. You have to improvise very often, a lot, to ensure that it is going to look like how it should be looking like. And that's actually very important to understand. It is not as easy as you think it would be for a character, even if they look simple. And they do look simple from time to time. They're just not simple. That's what it gets down to it. Because again, it's a 2D drawing. It's not real, so you have no frame of reference, and it doesn't really follow 3D, so it doesn't have the access. Let me make the gold triangle right here, and let me see, multi-cut, snapping. Click on enter right here. Alright, now let's I will give it an angle at the end. Let's adjust it properly so it fits the front drawing now. Right there. And I'm adjusting more right away. Right here. Let me undo that. and let's scale it. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let's scale it right here first, a little bit, and right there, so it fits. Right here. That should be a little bit better, bigger. Go. Now, right away, these need to be scaled down. I'll see in the next video, though.